Well, everybody's made a video on it, looks like. I might as well make mine too. This is John, the Old Man Outdoors. We're going to talk today about live scope. Well, here's my view on live scope. Someone uses live scope, it's totally legal. You're entitled to use it. It's a public lake, it's public fish. As long as you stay within the laws, I got no problem with you using live scope as an individual. I truly don't. That's just like me talking about wake boats and jet skis. Hey, this is a public lake. They got just as much right to be on it as I do. So let's get that out of the way. What I am concerned about, though, is the use of live scope itself and how it's impacting the fishing areas where we fish at. Now, this lake that I'm on, I've lived near this lake now going on 10 years, and that means I fished this lake for about 10 years. Now, some years more than others, and some years not quite as much as I wish I could have done. But when I first came to this lake about 10 years ago, it was not unusual. It wasn't that difficult to come out here. There were some spots like any lake or any waterway is. You know, you've got some spots that just typically tend to hold fish. And you could go there, and that'd be a fishing place, and you know, you could scout around a little bit with my depth finder, which my depth finder is a little inexpensive, Garmin 4. And again, live scope is legal. If you're using it, I got nothing against you. Public lake, do what you want to do. Now let's talk about what I think might be happening that does concern me. What concerns me is I'm on a lot of, not a lot, but I'm on 2 or 3 Facebook pages for ultralight pan fishing. And I see these people that have live scope, and they show their catches, and it's just literally tailgates full of fish, ice chests full of fish. And, now, I'm not saying that's anything new. You know, you've been able to do that in the past. But it's become a regular thing. Every time you go out, it's kind of like, how many can I catch? And that's just like up here at the boat dock. Most of the boats that come into where I fish at, you know, they got more electronics in my boat than I have in my whole little plastic boat here put together. And it's not that it's not a financial thing. It really isn't. It's a thing. And I see the live scope people. And again, hey, it's your dollar, it's your money. They're legal. Do whatever you want to do. But here's the picture of live scope as I pass them fishing. They're sitting down like this, got a pole, and they're just looking at that little screen. And to me, why just play a video game? If that's all that you think fishing is, to me, fishing is not just catching the fish. Fishing is me out here on a day in January where the water temperature is 53 degrees, which just about matches the air temperature today. Wind is blowing. I've seen one boat on the lake today besides me. I'm not catching any fish today, but I will enjoy this almost, not quite, but almost as much as if I were catching fish almost every other cast. My main concern, back to live scope, is I think it has really affected our fishing. This lake used to produce fish for me, only talking me here, on a real consistent basis. Now, I can come out here and go to the same spots on the same time of year, looking at my little cheap depth finder. There's no fish. There's no fish. You might see 1 or 2 little fish, but they're not schooled up like they used to be. And people at the boat dock coming back, I've noticed over the past year or 18 months, especially over the past year, a number of people coming back saying the same thing. You know, the lake just doesn't have the fish in it like it once did. Could be seasonal, I'll admit that. Could be, you know, space aliens, I don't know. But I do know there's a denominator in here that I think needs to be looked at. And do we really want to continue using live scope and knock out all the future fishing? It's a question. I don't know. But anyway, again, say it again, if you're using live scope, it's totally legal. If that's what you like to do fishing, it's public waterway, you do it your way. As for me, I'm going to take my little old ultralight pole with 2-pound test, come out here as long as I can see the depth, the water temperature, and what the bottom looks like, because I can catch fish doing that. I don't need the scope to tell me, hold the line a little over here, a little over there. I like the wonder of fishing. You know, we just don't wonder anymore. For example, I want to know, is this cast that I'm making right now, is there a fish out there? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to fish like it is, because you just never know when that lucky one is going to get. Okay, that's about all I'm going to say about that. I've rambled enough. You know, it's hard to talk fish and kind of keep a coherent mind. But I sure hope we take a real unemotional look and just see what our fishery population is going to look like 5 years from now if we continue to just go out and bring boatloads of fish in because of live scope. Hey, y'all have a good day. Get out, get your fishing poles. If live scope floats your boat, get your live scope. Main thing, just get out and enjoy God's great outdoors. This is John, Old Man Outdoors. We'll see you on the next video.